and welcome to Dr. Slade Live, the brain's body, the ultimate experience. So today we're talking about human system science because I want you to get a full sense of how I got where I am and why you can participate. Because human system science is the study of you, me, other human beings. For years, I just researched children, parents, community people, leaders. I mean, if you're human, I've talked to you, I've interviewed you. And so human system science is the approach to understanding brain, body, and sense events. So if you ever had a boss, and your boss always tried to get you to do certain things a certain way, then your boss was an external stimulus trying to convince you to just do what you're told. And your problem with that was probably because you have a sense of feel. And your sense of feel creates thought. And that thinking moves you beyond wanting to do the same thing repetitiously in terms of being trained to respond a certain way without thought. And that bothered you because on the inside of your processor is creativity. So when I talk about human system science, and I'm talking about self-science and self-learning, I'm talking about your creativity and how you move through the process. And when you get the process, you're now programmed, but you're interpreting the program differently because you have a sense of feel for it. And now you know how it fits in your processing brain, body, sense, events. And it's no longer levels of fear and anxiety when you choose to participate to perform trained procedures, because that's the complexity itself. Learning how to live inside your body is a crisis because you want to know who and what you are. And to do that, you have to move through the contact interaction long enough to experience difference between the programmed you and the processor in you, the brain. So I study brain, body, and sense events because that's what understanding what it means to be human is defined. So you can be good or bad, but you're still human. But what does that mean? No, that's what you want to know. Because you don't want to be crazy because you're mean and ugly. And you don't want to be crazy because you're soft. You want to understand why you're soft and why you're hard and how to process those experiences so you have more control over your body. And you can manage the flow of your energy so you don't get too happy or too dull. You balance it out. Because that's the ultimate goal in your brain-body experience is to create a calm, collected state of cool, being cool under pressure. And so that fear that you experience is what you work through. This is Dr. Slade Live, and you have to be the ultimate experience because you want to learn your body and you want to learn your brain at the same time. So when I say the brain is the leader of the body, that's exactly what I'm saying to you. I'm saying that your brain is already the leader of your body. The problem is you, because you have levels of fear when information is going through the body from external events, other people, of not cooperating and blocking that flow. So you don't have real thought. You just have reactions to states of mind. And the states of mind, those memory clips that I put inside the book, that I reference inside the book, because they're blocks. This is what happened. This is how you're supposed to respond. It's trained thinking. And you're responding, but you're not really thinking. You're just reacting to what happened or what was said, but you're not processing what was actually the thing to be processed, which is how you feel. So when you don't feel, then the brain's not involved, because what does the brain do? The brain works through a sense of feel for you, other people, and the environment. And that's how you begin to understand the complexity of learning to be cool, calm, and collect a sense of feel for the experience. The ultimate experience is you. So when I talk to you about human system science, I'm talking about new frontier, and I'm talking about join me. Don't resist the challenge of learning who you are and why you do the things you do. Because you are complex. But you may think you're bad when you're not bad. You just don't process the information flow. You block it. And instead of processing it, you get raw, tough, mean, nasty. See, that's the Christ itself. Don't mean you're a bad person. It means that your sense path is blocked and you refuse to process the information from that other source. Then when that happens, to stay the same you want to be, not changed by the external stimulus you don't want. Then there's a conflict. And the conflict is the state of mind. Because now you're telling yourself, I am not going to do it. Now, so when that person's trying to interact with you, you're not thinking. That state of mind is sending that charge forward, that inner voice forward. It's not processed because the brain's telling you, you know, you're wrong. Brain sending forward feed and saying, wait a minute, you know, come on now. And you saying, hey, come on now, open conversation. I'm not doing it. We talking about me and me. Talking self. Self has conversation right now. You're not crazy. But what I'm saying to you is that your brain talks back. And that's what you're hearing, the logic. You must let us process that information flow so you can actually respond the way you feel. No, but see, you get so blocked that when you try it, you're overwhelming. It's like, can't talk to it because you got too much ground to cover. You done fell behind just that far that you can't just release flow. It's like a gushing explosion of energy coming out of you. And here you go. And here's the other person. Well, damn, you know, you crazy. Yeah, you're crazy because you can't calm yourself down and manage the flow of your own information because you're full of anxiety, tension, stress, pressure. What do you want to do about it? See, this is the ultimate experience, and that's what I'm talking about. The ultimate experience is when you begin to understand how to sense to inform the brain, how to feel to manage the body, how to process to release the senses. That's what I just talked to you about. Because the senses transfer all that data. And when you block it up, you block it, you're saying, dumb me down. No, dummy me down. I don't want to know, dummy me down. Now I want to get stupid, just, hold on, wait a minute. That's the ultimate experience. Check it out. Somebody's talking to you, they're reminding you, but you don't listen. You don't listen. I've done told you the same thing 1,000 times. You don't listen. Why don't you listen? This is Dr. Slayton Live. Short, reflective storytelling. I'm in that experience too. Thank you. See you soon.
Dr. Slayton Live, The Brain's Body. The ultimate experience. Talk to the brain. The brain talks back. Learning the brain's body. Transformational. Eye-opening. Pivotal. Groundbreaking. Epoch-making. Motivating. Meaningful. Enlightening. Comprehensive. Eye-opening. Self-learning. Brain learning. Learning your brain is learning your body. In human systems science, self-learning is the study of self. Brain, body, and sense learning leads to the functional study of self. Process loops help to define what, who, and why you are the person you are, through self-research, self-help, and self-discovery. Knowledge acquisition focuses on sense and receive path functions. Learning how your body lives through contact. Learning how your brain learns through interaction. Learning how your senses think through cooperation. Learning how your human physics respond through participation. Learning how your neurophysics pivot through emotion, thought, and reflection to perform. Benefits. Improve sense and receive path functions. Improve choice and decision making. Improve brain and body connections. Improve brain, body, and sense messaging. Improve information processing. Improve process conversion between inner voice and brain talk. Why self-learning? Learning self is a transformative social and cognitive experience. Learning self involves the physics of the body and the neurophysics of the brain as the social cognitive transfer of sense data to the receive path for social and cognitive processing. Learning self is brain learning that includes learning the body. Learning physics of self helps to clarify roles of the mind. Learning body and mind environmental imprints mark a sense of self as social cognitive contact. Thank you for watching Dr. Slayton Live. The Brain's Body, the Ultimate Experience. Hosted by Dr. Christopher K. Slayton. Do not forget to like the video and subscribe to receive more benefits.